What's up guys, I'm Alex and welcome to a new episode of the Filmmaking Cinematography Podcast. And today, let me introduce to you into AI, into filmmaking. I know people may say that it's late. Some other people may say, why are you talking to us about this one? Because this is a filmmaking podcast, not a tech podcast. And indeed, you're totally right. But what I want to tell you is how to combine these domains, because I've been working in the last couple of months or even last year on an AI startup. Yeah, I know, another AI startup. But an AI startup that builds custom AI models for enterprises. And what I can tell you about this thing that I'm building is that it's something amazing. It's something that really may be different, I hope, from other AI startups. And why I want to tell you about this, well, it is because I can combine these two domains. I can combine filmmaking and programming, AI engineering into one single thing. And let me tell you how I would do this. Well, first of all, let's talk about, of course, AI video editors. Well, what I think of them, yes, they are cool. And in my opinion, they are absolutely amazing, like truly amazing. I'm building an app for this one. There are already existing apps that can edit your footage. I think maybe Premiere has some extension. I'm not sure how it's called. You can search online for it. I will leave a link in the description below if you want to check it out. It's not sponsored, of course. And yeah, there are a lot of extensions that do this, and yeah, they are, I think, amazing and truly amazing if you just want to create content. If you just want to start talking into the camera as I do now, and just start walking and just talking, and let the AI do the hard jobs. You don't need to listen to your podcast or listen to your video and think, what have I said there? What should I do there? How should I edit this? Which story I need to tell or something. You can leave the AI to do, I think, 90% of your work, just because it doesn't get tired, and it can only always concentrate on what you just said, so it can interpret it and just cut out the silences and create a decent quality video that you can then publish as a podcast, for instance. Of course, the only thing that they lack is, yeah, of course, the human touch. Well, yeah, guess what? Because they are AIs. And yes, but this human touch is very important in some constraints, because it makes a video look like a video and not some AI slop. And what I mean by that is not AI generated video content, because yeah, those exist, of course. What I mean by this is the kind of video that tells a story, not just people talking randomly. Of course, this is a podcast where I just want to talk to you guys about filmmaking, my tips on filmmaking, what I can suggest, what I can do, what I'm doing. And so this is not meant for me to generate money. It's just a hobby. I go on walks right now and start talking to you. I think this is a cool way of sharing information. But this video doesn't really tell a story. It tells just the story of what I'm saying right now. But if you want to go further, to create a teaser, to create decent content, to create more short form content, then you can't really go into AI editing. But if you go for podcasting and videos like this one, where you just need fast-paced content, a lot of content, and you don't have the time, then totally go ahead. Another important, maybe the elephant in the room that we cannot ignore, is the AI-generated video content. I've been working on projects with that one as well, and one thing I can say is that it's getting better and better and better. And I'm not talking just about the general models like the Google Veo 3 or 3.1, I don't know where they got. I'm not just talking about these ones, but I'm talking about also the open source models that can really generate whatever you want on your hardware. That's what I'm working on, my startup, and they can generate a lot of stuff. But one important aspect to note on AI filmmaking is that they will never be original. You cannot give your script to AI and it will create your way. It doesn't matter how much you will train your AI to be like you. Maybe you can put your footage into the training data set and start training it. I did it, I tried it, but it will never be original. It will always be copied. And in my opinion, the best use for this one is concepts, because filmmaking is an expensive hobby, expensive as hell. So what you need to do is to create concepts, to show it to investors, to show it to people that are going to give you money to create this, and people who are going to invest in doing your movie so that you can be free to create your movie. So to achieve this, you need a concept. And that's something that really spares a lot, because if you write very detailed prompts, like if you go to 1,000 word prompts that really describe your shot in the most detail, or maybe not 1,000 words, but let's say 200, 500 words that really describe the content that you want, and you can create a trailer of your movie, then you can just do something very amazing. And an important aspect on this one is that models are now capable of recreating the same scene again, because every time you regenerate something, it's going to change. Maybe you want a character to stay the same, a car to stay the same, a street, a house, or I don't know, a setup to stay the same. And now they can do it. And a more interesting way is to create the scene with AI image generation or something, and just have a static scene that you always give it to, and just let it create again and again and again. That's something where AI filmmaking helps a lot. Another aspect, very interesting, is captioning and stuff like this. Well, the models are getting better and better and better every time you start captioning a video. Now they can even run on a phone. I'm going to release an app, and depending on when you're hearing this podcast, you might see it there, or there publicly or not. I will leave a link in the description below, of course. So yeah, and that's also getting better and better and better. But something that I think is still missing is the creation of scripts, because we need scripts to shoot something. No, of course, we need scripts so that we can have a short list and do everything. Well, that kind of work cannot be yet done by AI. It doesn't matter how good they get, they will never create something original, but they can help you achieve something. You can brainstorm ideas, go for a walk, as I'm doing right now. Go for a walk, just go think of your ideas, get inspired by what's happening in your life, or what you see other stories and something like this, and you can create the idea. And AI can massively help you nowadays with dialogue scenes and getting the script far sooner done than working like a couple of years on just creating the story. And it's also important that you know about creating the stories, managing the 3x structure to create a decent movie structure, a decent film structure that really looks good and tells the right story that you want. That's another very important aspect. And here AI can help you. It can give you feedback. And an interesting way of using AI, in my opinion, is using the fact that it doesn't have feelings. And it's very important, because you need a way to give feelings to something that doesn't have feelings. It can recognize feelings, but it cannot feel the feelings. So I think that's amazing for AI, because they can give us honest opinion. But it's important also to not overdo this, because they can start inventing stuff that doesn't matter. Of course, I'm not saying to replace filmmakers with AI. Fun fact, I even did presentations in school about replacing filmmakers with AI, and yeah, you can expect the result. It's not a good result, because filmmakers cannot be replaced by AI. And it's something that I truly love, because this is art. It's exactly like music, it's exactly like photography. You can do up to a point, you can create concepts, that's amazing use. You can use it as a tool, although many people hate using, saying that AI is a tool to create art. It is a tool that helps you create art. It can help you get inspired, but don't overdo this, because as said, AI cannot invent something new. It only repurposes what it already knows. So yeah, that's this episode of the Filmmaking Cinematography Podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. And yeah, are you using AI in your movies? I don't know. Answer in the comments below. So yeah, have a great day, and hope to see you next time. Ciao.